Good evening. Welcome to the show. My name is Kenzo. I am your host. Tonight, we will be discussing a young man named Zodac. It's new. Let's get on with the video. Hey YouTube, that is correct. We have a new unboxing tonight, today, this morning, tomorrow, I don't know, whatever time you watch this. We got our Zodac finally. So, funny story, Walmart is Walmarting again. I actually had to go back. I had a pre-order from when this first came out on CouncilCon, and it's been sitting, and it's still sitting with a pre-order label on it. And then I saw that if I ordered it, it would be in here in 2 days. So I went ahead and ordered another one, and it was shipped immediately, and I received it yesterday. So honestly, first look, it's probably going to be another Merman and another Beastman. This one looks like they got it right the second time, because the one with the shoulder pads, I was not feeling that one. But this one, I really like it. And of course, the beauty of that vintage collection, the vintage card art on the back, which is just, gives you all the feels there. So this one says, Zodac attacks the heroic warriors using all the evil power at his command. Because of course, in the beginning, we all know the original card back showed he was evil. So Masters of the Universe 7-inch action figures, you can collect them all, each sold separately from Mattel. Something like that. Battle with laser pistol, armed with cosmic energy shield, Zodac, the cosmic enforcer. Here we go. In 1982, Masters of the Universe took the world by storm. That doesn't look right. With action figures that captured the imaginations of people from here to Eternia. Today, the Masters celebrates the original designs as modern 7-inch scale action figures with the vintage collection. Love the look though. But we're opening this sumbitch up, so we'll flip her around. We'll see you on the other side, and let's get this thing going. Okay, I got a quick one that's kind of funny just to show real quick while I'm opening this thing up. So this gun was sitting in there, and as I got it out, holy crap, this is what we're working with. I don't want to push too hard on it because it's already got that, that lighter color in the bend. Wow, that was janky. QC issue there. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so him and his janky gun are out. We've got the, it's funny because it almost looks like the two figures that I got, not like super recently, but the Rogue was recent. How that Rogue has the broken gun, and then how the She-Hulk, the smaller scale She-Hulk, the Rogue was the Mondo, but the smaller She-Hulk has a broken gun too. That's why I was like, what the heck, is it supposed to be broken? But yeah, it was really janky there. I don't know. It seems like I probably should just hit it in some hot water and it'll be fine. Okay, so this one, of course, being that they have him on there as a evil warrior, right? He's a bad guy. They put the red bag with the lettering where the good guys have white with blue, I believe. So here's your ASMR for the night. Okay. All right, so here we go. Hang on. All right, seemed like my microphone was unplugged, so if that last little segment was jacked up for the sound, sorry. Okay, so inside we've got, so that ASMR thing didn't work because my microphone wasn't plugged in. Boo. So here is our cosmic shield, I believe they said it was. Cosmic energy shield. Yeah, all right. Kind of looks like the Doctor Strange stuff, right? Okay. Then we've got our janky gun, which is still bent. We just need to put it in water. We've got our little zapper action, our little blast effect. So, of course, that goes there on the end of the gun there. And then we've got our 2 open hands. And this is going to be the hand that's going to hold on to the cosmic shield, right? So we've got our cosmic energy shield that comes out of the palm, as we see here. So that's kind of nice. That's cool. That's different. It's something to where I don't think we've seen a hand with a hole in it yet. This is probably the first time that they've done that with Masterverse or New Eternia or whatever you want to call it. And then he's got the extra fist. So, which, of course, with that being said, I think what it will do is, because it looks pretty cool. Let's just put this in there. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. Let me take this out first because I don't want to freaking break anything. Man, I tell you what. And it is the bigger, like we talked about on the video with the 40th anniversary Skeletor and that Skeletor there, which is the vintage. They both have this larger peg for the arms and the hands. And that is also with the 40th anniversary He-Man. So it is, hopefully these kind of stay consistent and go with that larger size. I don't want to break this because it does seem like it could break. Okay, cool. So he's got his little shield, his cosmic energy shield, and his janky gun. Good golly, that gun is hilarious. That thing's got Jacker's curve, I tell you that much. Okay, so pop goes the weasel. So now this is where I believe that we are getting a better Zodac, and this is going to be just like the Beastman and just like the Merman. They finally kind of did it correctly. And let me just, through the magic of editing, I'll be right back with the other figures. Oh, and just like that. So I just kind of grabbed what I had. I don't want to grab any of the 5.5 stuff because obviously I'm doing a Masterverse review here. So we've got our little hands there. The one thing I liked in the beginning, like straight out the packaging, is you can notice that these are all very smaller. And this one just has a cool, it's a little bit bigger. It's more of a gummy kind of look. So let's take a look at that real quick. And already I can see what they did here. They actually have some, like the top part of the shoulder has that hairy kind of a sculpt. Oh, and the whole back. Yep, look at that. He's got the whole back sculpted with the hair. And let's go ahead and take this, take the armor off. And I'm sure the chest looks the same. So let's go ahead and, does this come off the top also, or is it just... Well, let's just do this. Because this one, it's not like how it just pops off with Origins. It takes a little bit more effort to get the arms off. There you go. So it's a little odd looking, right? It's not just you've got the sculpt, and I think my lighting is not helping. Let's see. Let me go back to kind of move the light a little bit. So it isn't like that. The lighting really did kind of screw it up. So let me put the lighting a little further back so we can see exactly what it looks like. So it's got the nice, like I said, the sculpted hair in there, in the chest, down on the stomach, all the way around the back, and yeah, on the shoulder. So then the rest of this arm is just a standard. They might have had some kind of mixture between like the Beastman or who else am I looking at over there? Somebody with hair. Maybe the Beastman. Maybe not. I mean, it might be a totally new sculpt for it, but who knows? So maybe we'll go back and check that sometime, and we'll see if we've gotten. Because I mean, they could use that top shoulder piece from one of the hairy individuals from this line, and then the bottom parts of the arm is just standard. And it has, of course, the evil little piece here. And yeah, so cool. The crunching of the ab, or the torso, it's not really, I guess it would be an ab crunch, right? So it goes back pretty good, goes forward just a little bit, not too crazy, but that's kind of standard Masterverse. You do have the double joint on the elbow, and then of course one of these days maybe we'll get a butterfly from Mattel, but who knows, maybe not. But either way, I don't mind one way or the other. The butterfly's not doing, it's not going to do too much for me. But this I really do like. I like how the design is kind of, it's bigger. It does have that more vintage type look, but it is a bigger Zodac logo there, the Cosmic Enforcer logo. And then, so we'll just put that back on here. Very simple. Around. It does have that extra design here on the back as well that I don't believe the other one had. The other one did have more of a weapon holder and stuff on the back. I never used the shoulder pads for this guy. I could not stand the shoulder pads, so I never used the shoulder pads. They just looked really tacky, man. I don't know. Some people liked them. I definitely did not care for them. Okay, so we've still got that crooked gun, and like you said, this one just kind of goes right into the hand there. So he's got his cool shield there, and and let me get the light back over so you can kind of see what. So they did the same with the merman. They do have that kind of glass type eye. A little different. I was trying to see if they had anything in there, like some kind of design. I was starting to kind of get the impression that there was something there, but I couldn't really. Let me pull that light up. There we go. I couldn't really see if it did or not. It does kind of look like something's there, but I think it's just that kind of that metallic color changing, shifting paint. There's a good look at it. So definitely an upgrade from the first one, which is just your kind of standard black. Now the face itself, very close. Let's take a look. Let me take the top off. So obviously we've got the lighter, got it. The lighter gray with the original, so the first one that they came out with. The design is definitely different. You have this little piece here. The circle's different. It's got the tube. Everything is different on there. The whole design is different there. So when you come around to the front, same thing. The design is different. The mouth, you can kind of... No, it's different because you've got more space on this one. The chin strap. And it's a bigger... Yeah, you've got more of a skin spot there. So, and then of course the darker green. This one has more of a point in the middle where this one is kind of flattened out. And then the red on this one is just a deeper, richer red. This one has that lighter color red. And you can see there's a little mistake on the paint app there where it's kind of left me some space there on that eyeball. But this one, of course, yeah. So this one has the gray in the back where this flops down. Both look good, and I don't mind either one of them. This one I think it takes it over because of the way they have the eyes, and just the design overall. It's nice. I mean, I would say the eyes kind of is what sets it apart. And just like the merman and just like the beastman, those little things that make all the difference. So with the feet, you also have a different look to the feet. It's more the spread toe as opposed to that kind of forward toe that they kind of originally gave like the first few Skeletors. And then you could see where on the older one that the color doesn't match with the foot and the top part of the boot, where this one has a consistent color, which I do like about that. So, and then you have kind of that texturing all the way around. It would be kind of that hair texture, where this one, it stops at the top of the boot and then the feet don't have that same texture. So I think they did very well with that. That's absolutely an upgrade there. Now this even, it's kind of funny because that kind of happened with my Evelyn, but this one came with that totally just completely janked out cover for his loincloth because it's crooked as all hell. But other than that, you know, I do kind of, this is more vintage, like that's obviously what it's trying to do, but this is the more vintage look, and I do like that. A little softer material. This one has that piece on it, and it's just like, but this one definitely has a little bit more of a softer, this is really soft compared to the other ones. First question I get asked if I don't say it, yes, it does have the drop hip. That is there. And again, like I said, it has a really soft piece there. So, and then you've got the design in white and then the dots in gray. And then you can see that hair pretty good when that light is close. But I absolutely will say, overall, this is my favorite Zodac of the Masterverse compared to the other one. I definitely, like I said, the first thing that was off-putting about this one is that when they had those stupid, okay, maybe not stupid, but I didn't care for the shoulder pads. So it just kind of was kind of weird. Okay, so looking at the Classics version, this one has some of the detail with the paint, and you can see some of the hair on the chest, but it did not go out to the arms. It did go on the back with the hair. So you got the hairy back, the hairy chest, but not the arms on this one. So they have a little bit more detail on that one for the new Masterverse. Kind of has a similar piece here, and the feet are similar to it, just not as wide. But you know, Classics always sets the bar. This one I do believe is from the DC 2-pack, if I'm not mistaken, because I think the other one actually has boots. So the standard one might have boots, or I have either that or I have the DC one sitting somewhere else that has the boots, because I thought I had both of them. But yeah, so I think that one. And then of course, speaking of boots, here is probably the coolest Zodac, which is a different character because it's Zodac with the K, and it was all we know on the Masters of the Universe 2000X series. This one, so he doesn't have any hair on his, so he's just a regular dude. So, but love the tat looks, the blue all over him. It just, I don't know. This one probably is my favorite. He's got the little jetpack on the back here, and he's got the staff. I think this is the staff. I didn't steal it from the other one, did I? Oh no, it's darker. It's different. Okay, it did come with it. Because of course I got these all from third parties, and sometimes they're not complete when I bought them. But I definitely like this one overall. Different character, yes, but you know, very, very close in design. So tell me what you think, guys. Who is your favorite Zodac here? Do you like... Well, I guess we can go through all of them since they're all very similar in height. You just have a little bit of a shorter height to it on the Classics look. So you've got your... See, of course, he has the gun, the little holster on the side that differentiated him as well. And he had the two holders in the back. So, I mean, you know, and I guess I didn't have it hooked up right there. I was moving it around. Maybe I messed it up. But I think the head sculpt especially is just really sets this one apart. I really do like that different head sculpt because it's got that kind of the glossy eyes. So I will go ahead and wrap this sucker up. Like I said, I appreciate everybody joining and checking it out. Thanks for staying with me this whole time. If you did make it to the end, thank you. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about which Zodac you like the best. Do you think this one is worth purchasing another Zodac, as some people say? I absolutely will say that if you sleep on it, you might regret it. I do like this one. He's really cool. He's definitely far above the quality of the first Zodac that came out. I like it so much better. So, but of course, when it comes down to it, Classics is where it's at. So if you can get your hands on those in the second market, if you can get those third-party sellers on eBay or wherever else, maybe if you look on a lot of those Facebook groups, if people are offloading their Classics because they're collecting something else, or they just, you know, reset, or their wife got mad at them, definitely check those out because you usually can get a pretty good deal on these. I think a lot of my Classics ended up coming from these Facebook groups when someone's offloading their set, their whole collection of Classics. Definitely worth trying to get those. So anyway, thank you all for joining. I will catch you on, like I said, I do my lives on Wednesdays starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, which is 6 on the East Coast and 9 o'clock, or 6 on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Friday nights, I do my Friday Night Insomniac show at 11:30 p.m. if you guys want to join. Usually what I'll have there is just kind of an open panel, so if anybody wants to join and just discuss anything at all that pertains to the fun stuff that's in plastic, then come on in. We'll be happy to have you join. And other than that, you'll see me on Saturdays, and of course, whenever I get a new figure, I'll be here as well. So again, you all are awesome. You all make this channel what it is. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.